Brain Development and Wellness from the Prenatal Stage to Adulthood by Heidi Hawks. I chose this topic because I am a preschool teacher, and researching different ways that children learn I find very interesting and informative. I am also hoping that the information that I found, I will be able to share it with the families that I work with. Children can use all 5 of their senses by the age of 3, so what they see, hear, taste, smell, and touch will affect their brain development into adulthood. Early childhood experiences are the most important for building foundations in school, work, family, and community. By the age of 3, we only have 90% of our brain developed. That is why it is so important to push all the information that we can into them during this time. Children to me are like sponges. They just suck up everything that they see and hear around them. Unfortunately, sometimes it's the stuff that we don't want them to repeat or copy that they repeat or copy the most. One of the lenses that I found interesting was the arts and humanities. What we see when we look at art changes how our brain takes in the information and builds upon that. Looking at art helps maintain the synapses that we have in our brains to keep them functioning as we age. During the prenatal stage, the formation of neurons start. By 5 weeks, the cells begin to divide, making the 100 billion neurons that are present at birth. The second lens that I used was science. This fell into the majority of my presentation because of it involving brain development and how it all works and what we can do to help it grow and stay well. The next few slides go through the different stages that humans go through from newborn to adulthood. In these slides, it shows what is being developed at that stage and what we can do to promote the wellness so that it continues to grow. While children are developing through the first 3 years of life, we can be consistent, responsive, provide flexible routines, and safe surroundings. Holding babies and talking to them help build their language skills and form a bond. Giving babies and children different experiences and environments helps build those synapses that they need to help keep their brain growing. The early and middle childhood stage of life is the most important because the brain works the hardest during these years. It is forming complex networks of connections through synapses. This rapid formation continues throughout early childhood. During the early, middle, and childhood years, connections that are used more frequently become stronger and more complex. During the first 4 years of life, the brain will increase to 80% of its adult weight. We can also help children by helping them with play, showing them how to take turns, share, look at books, play with Play-Doh, and introduce them to a doctor and a dentist for well checkups. I have many 3-year-olds that start at my school in my program that don't even know how to play. They know how to work an iPad, though. When children hit the age of 5 and up, they are starting to ask more questions, helping them play guessing games, have them help with routine tasks, teaching them their address and phone numbers, and practice safety habits. Providing children with choices makes them feel like they are in control, and you will get more out of them than if you just told them what to do. When talking with your child at this stage, ask open-ended questions so that they are forced to give you more detail of what you are asking. Don't just ask them, "Was it good?" because they'll tell you yes or no. Ask them, "What did you like most about it?" Or "What was the best part of the movie?" During the adolescent years, pruning is the most important function going on in our brain. Pruning means it goes through our brains, gets rid of all the old information that isn't being used to make room for the new information or synapses that are growing. By the age of 14, the brain has reached its adult weight of 2.6 to 3.3 pounds. Researchers estimate, however, it is not completely developed until the ages of 25 to 30. During the adulthood years, there is still an importance on brain health and development because it's continuously remodeling. We still have to keep our brains working by giving it new experiences so it can continue building synapses, but at a much slower rate than when they were in childhood. With the new experiences, we should also play games and try to complete everyday tasks by using our left hand instead of our right hand, or vice versa, to help keep the brain active. Nintendo came out with the first FDA-approved brain game to help keep our brain alive. Every brain changes with age, and mental function changes along with it. Mental decline is common, and it is one of the most feared consequences of aging. But cognitive impairments is not inevitable. Using these 12 ways to keep your brain young will help keep your mental and cognitive functions growing. My last lens is economics. This comes into play if you have to utilize early intervention services or extra services for your child to help them get to where they need to be developmentally. Unfortunately, this takes money or insurance to make it happen before the age of 3. In the case where the child needs to be removed from an unsafe environment, that is also an added expense to the state to pay for the foster care. The information that I found while researching I can use with my children that I work with every day. Showing them ways to keep their brain active will help them while they grow. By the time they are the age of elderly, there will be so many new advances that they find that they will be living and working until they are in their 90s.